Warning, the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Coach's Box Call Like We See It podcast. Fellas, how we doing tonight?
Doing good. You guys are staying busy, man. You guys got all kinds of games. Seem like you got a game every day.
Just about. Jarvis is really happy tonight.
Yeah, got me a JV win, man.
There you go.
Cut Jarvis loose, letting me coach a little. He won't let me get my own technicals, but I mean, he'll let me coach.
You technically got one.
I technically, by technicality,
no, by the letter of the rules.
By the letter of the rules.
Of the rules, my bench, because I can't control my head coach.
Well, what are you talking about? You were at that moment. You were the acting head coach of.
Was not the acting head coach of the Fox program.
Well,
Fox
no.
Head boys basketball coach got a technical.
That's correct.
On the bench of the JV, which then the technical gets assessed to me, even though I'm not the one that acted out towards the official.
What are you talking about? I simply asked a question.
Was it? It's not what you said. It's
not
how you
what
said
you
it.
said. It's how you said. Well,
I mean, I didn't say it very nice. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I didn't.
No,
it
was what he said and how he said it.
Okay, so
okay,
right.
but Jason, was it a little bit justified?
I didn't say it wasn't well deserved.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, from what I said, it was just there was a. I asked a question. There was a response that I didn't feel like, was like, oh, okay, all right. If we're going to be like that, that's fine. Now, again, wasn't the best thing, but you know what? We need to rally the troops a little bit. I wanted to defend the kids. I know Jason wanted to defend kids, but I'm kind of a loose cannon sometimes. I'm not going to sit here and say.
I was in the middle of getting ready. Like stuff was coming out of my mouth. His was like, round, and I was like, well. Thank you.
All right, there you go.
But then by rule,
you
had to sit down.
I was going to say, did you sit down?
I made them make me sit down. I knew the rule was I had to sit down, but I was like, I'm not going to sit down until that person, dark hair, came over.
Whoa! We don't have to get specific here.
Hey.
Listen, I was going to make the dark-haired official come over and tell me to sit down, and he made the other official come over, and I said, "Sir, he's mad at him, not me." But I knew I had to sit down. But I was like, "Okay," and then I proceeded to thank Chris Miller for making me have to sit down. But our troops did need a little bit of a rallying, and they did get mugged a few times, which I think is why Chris was aggravated, and it is what it is. The thing that really aggravated me is I come up from the locker room after talking to the kids, and I come up, and all the varsity officials are there, and it's three guys that I've had numerous times at my games, and actually I've never been teed up by any of them. And I come up, and they go, "Oh, way to go, Jarvis!" And I'm like, "What?"
Way to go.
Like, well, you kind of delayed the last game by getting I go, he's the one that got the technical. And they're like, well, that's not what he told us down there. I go, well,
that's not.
There you go. See,
And
again, by the rule, it was him. So
I think I think at some
ahead.
point what you need to do is you need to pull out a reverse Uno card and say, no, here you go.
Don't you even tempt me. I will start carrying one of those.
No, I am going to start carrying one of those, and when I get aggravated one of these games, I'm just going to look at Chris. I'm going to go, and then I'm going to lay in tomorrow.
Yep.
What are you going to say? Well, I can't even imagine.
No. Here. He's gone.
I can't even imagine. He disappeared. He disappeared.
Button. He couldn't take it.
He couldn't take it. He disappeared. I mean,
didn't we just have somebody jump on?
No,
you. Well, me. I didn't do anything.
Oh, you disappeared.
I don't know what happened. I didn't touch anything. All right, I'm here. No, it was just really funny that I mean, what would happen?
Right there.
Hang on. So you gave me this idea now, and I'm just kind of sitting here going,
gosh,
all right. And I don't want to call any official out by name per se, but we did have Mike Nolan, who I'm highly regarded official. He refereed our.
You have to say it right.
Okay, sorry. The Mike
Nolan,
who still thinks I owe him for a district championship. But I will say that. So I wonder what would happen if I'm arguing with the Mike Nolan and I pull out a reverse Uno card when he gives some kind of thing like, oh, no, I got one of these.
Stop sign.
Right here. And he's just going to look at me and go, what are you down? No. You didn't see it? Hang on. I got two. So now you got to take that back. I mean, that'd be funny.
And we did have a little fun with Mike Nolan last night. But he lost a heart. We kind of varsity wise a game that we could have won last night. It was kind of rough. I mean, our kids played well at times, and we just have a bad quarter where we just, and it's hard to dig out of those holes.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing. We've had a lot of games this year that I feel like we should win, or we should be in a lot closer, maybe. And the good news is I mean last year we just really didn't have that. Jason didn't get to experience that. So
I did. I was coaching my own team.
Sorry. But no, I mean it's just like, oh man, we're in for it.
It's all good.
So we're I think we're trending in the right direction. The kids playing hard. We played hard last night. They were big. They were very disciplined. They're very well coached. Oh gosh, I just lost his name. The one of their assistant coaches has been coaching there at Parkway West for 58 years.
True.
And I'm like, and you can tell, and they've only had a handful of coaches the entire time they've had their school. So they've got a lot of stability just in that area. The kids, they're very disciplined and they're very deliberate about how they did things. And I thought we did a good job of maybe forcing them to be uncomfortable at times, and playing bigger. I mean, they had a lot of kids that are bigger than us. We don't exactly, touch the ceiling with height, and a little height deprived, I guess you could say. Height challenge, vertically challenged, however you want to put it. But our kids played hard, and we, like Jason said, I mean, we're a handful of plays one way or the other in different areas, covering baseline out of bounds, having a good possession on offense here or there, and just they add up, and that's the difference in the game. We lost by 11. It was at 4. At one point, they had us down by 20. So, I mean, it's just – and we find – it's like Jason said, we had to find a way to battle back. It's like, would you stop digging yourself a hole and playing from behind like, oh, hey, a sense of urgency. Now we got to play. So, and I think there was things I could have done better as a coach. I always do. So the good news is I think there's some winnable games on our schedule coming up. And if we do what we're supposed to do, we're going to be okay. If not, well, we're just going to have to learn from it and deal with it. So,
you guys.
Yeah. Whoa. Hang on, Zach. I don't mean to interrupt.
Sure.
Forget us. This guy here is so modest. This is in case nobody knows and pays attention, this guy here is the conference championship winning coach in the JCAA middle school. This guy doesn't even say anything about his team. Talking about ours, forget us. We only got 4 wins. Zach, you won a conference championship. Let's talk about that, Coach of the Year.
Gosh.
Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna send letters.
Oozing with sarcasm.
No. I'm gonna email all of those coaches, those varsity coaches, and say, listen, screw you guys. You already had to kick out one school just to help you get a chance to win Coach of the Year. That's what it probably was all boiled down to. Forget all the other nonsense. They just need their chance to win Coach of the Year. I'll tell Bruce, no, listen, I know you're Hall of Fame, but we're going to vote for Zach McVay. Okay?
Oh, my God.
Petition today to vote for Zach McVay for JCA Coach of the Year. Big school, small school, middle school, doesn't matter. The Coach of the Year.
Wow.
Screw all of them. Dan Johnson, you won the Park Hills Christmas tournament. Don't care. Zach McVay.
Oh, my gosh.
Zach McVay.
Guy. Wow.
So anyway, talk about your season, Zach.
It got pretty deep in here also.
Wow.
Hey, Zach was my assistant. Zach's done a great job. He hated the flex. He likes the flex. See, I converted him a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
How much flex did you run this year, Zach?
Not a lot.
I said he likes it. He didn't like it, but
not a lot.
Got to think about it anyway.
We had a really good group. That 8th grade group. I mean, they went undefeated.
So if you have a really good group, you don't run the flex. Is what
no. We went 15-2 and won out in conference regular season and the tournament. And man, the guys played hard. Had some changes to the schedule from last year to this year a little bit. Put a few more Class 5 schools on, and man, the boys really rose to the challenge. They had a barn burner with Farmington that was very interesting. At the end, I thought the place was going to actually physically burn down, but it was we had won. And clock had expired, and then one of our players gets a technical after the game was over. That's a first in over 20 years. But Farmington missed the first one and made the second one. We wound up winning by 1. Had a great game with Festus. Man, you talk about...
Well, hold on. You can't go on to the next game before the game was... Were you off the court game over?
Oh, the boys were celebrating. Yes, the boys were over celebrating, and yes. So what had happened was
wait.
Yes,
off the court.
Hell,
they were on their way over. So like the bench players came on the floor, and the guys that were playing, they all were kind of meeting up by like center court, and then the whistle blew. So what had happened was that. Our guy got the rebound, and this is my perspective. So our guy got the rebound, clocks out. 4 of the boys turn left to go celebrate. He turns right. Well, he's got 2 Farmington guys on his back as he's getting the rebound, and they both kind of tripped and fell over. Well, when he turns right, he kind of trips over their feet. And in doing so, as he stumbles, he throws the ball down because he's getting ready to catch himself. And he threw the ball down at a kid to try and balance. Well, he didn't wind up falling. He caught himself. Official saw that, thought that he intentionally threw the ball at the kid. Boom, technical. Yeah. So that was that was interesting. I've never. So I had to look that up. So he said, "What's that?" We were up 2, up 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I actually had to look it up. So for you guys, high school boys, high school coaches, you can actually get a technical. Players can get technicals until the officials are off the floor. So yes, you can. Once they leave the floor, then that's it. But if they stayed on the floor 15 minutes, they could still issue a technical if they wanted. They have to leave the floor. Yep.
That's the dumbest damn thing I ever heard of. The game is over. You left the floor. The game is over. When you do this crap here and you walk off, you're telling everybody. And I'll tell you right now, if David Mathis from Cooter would hear this, he would have an absolute fit because he's trying to protest that game against Principia. And they're like, nope, game's over, gone. Now you can go back and you can get a technical. You got to be kidding me. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. What happens if I get a technical and everybody's gone? They're already gone. Let's say, hey, we're just done. Right. Get your stuff. Let's go.
All right.
And it's within 15 minutes. We're gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you going to do? Like, nope. Hey, stop the bus. Come back.
Turn around.
Come on back. Around. Nope. Come on back.
Yep.
Or you're going to assess it in the next game. Stupid.
Yeah. But we came out that we had our little end of the year tournament, and man, we in our championship game, we played against Crystal, and I told the boys just go. I have stolen quite a bit from Coach Chris Miller since I've worked with him.
Wait, is that why I'm missing some stuff?
And one of the things that I have stolen is and I have to paraphrase because I can't say it the way exactly he does, but it's the boys. I didn't mean it like that. No explanation. Wow. Hey, listen, it's never as high as it is. It's never low as it is. Reality somewhere in the middle, right?
Say that a lot.
Well, you say that anyway. But anyway, so we had two kind of games with Crystal early on in the season where we just didn't play up to our potential, I thought, until late. And I kind of reiterated that point, like, hey, I know a lot of the boys over there, and let's go out and have fun, play hard. And man, they did. You talk about flying around defensively and being able to do some stuff. So it was fun. We had a good year. So it's it's going to be great to see those guys going into high school, and hopefully they stick with it and get in the weight room. And it's a good solid core. There's some really good talent down there.
Do you know you misquoted it?
Well, like I said, I said paraphrase.
That's fair. You did. So it's not, things aren't always as good as they seem and as they appear, and somewhere in the middle reality falls.
There it is. Yep.
And Jarvis, have I ever said that this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Yeah.
So I feel like it applies on.
I wouldn't have got it right either.
It's all right.
I do get the pudding
someone
pops.
Else.
I do get the pudding pops. I do get that one right. So
we don't need to use that one.
I haven't heard pudding pops. I don't think.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
See, that's all I do right there. Just you ain't gotta say anything else. You just
I've got that one a million times.
Right.
I wouldn't do that. That's
maybe not a million times, but I've gotten a lot.
So since we're talking high school stuff here, you guys going into February, kind of the dog days of the season, conference. I don't know if y'all do a little conference tournament or not. No. So what are you guys looking for as you kind of gear up into the last, we'll call it 3-4 weeks before you go into postseason play?
Go ahead, Jason.
I don't know. I mean, the one thing about tonight I was proud of, because our kids, we're undersized every team we play. And so is Chris. I mean, every team we play, you go look at warm-ups. Like and anyone that knows anything about basketball, if they come into a game, if Fox versus someone we're playing in conference, someone we're playing on our schedule, almost everyone, and they're betting on the game. Okay, they're gonna look and go, oh my gosh, this team is way smaller than this team. I mean, just like tonight, we're playing Summit in this JV game, and they had some big kids, man. I mean, my biggest post player is maybe 6'1", maybe. That might be stretching, and and we're always talking about blocking out. You got to block out. You got to put your body on someone. You got to attack the rebounds. And that's what I was really proud about our JV kids tonight. I thought we did a good job. And I think our kids have rose to that occasion. We're just going to have to keep doing it. We talk about, Chris talks about it all the time. In order for us to win, we have to play harder than every team we face. I mean, it's just we got to keep doing that. And we got to limit our little mistakes of the little things, I think. And we just got to keep polishing what we've been doing. I mean, we just got to keep making gains every week. And I don't think it's all about this year either. We got a lot of young kids we're playing. I mean, he put a freshman out there the other night in the varsity game, and who's we're playing some young kids out there. We got some sophomores that are contributing. We got, we just got to keep plugging away and get these kids more and more experience and hope that it's a culture change there at Fox and getting these kids to do what Chris wants them to do. It's something that they're not used to, and getting a culture to learn how to win. I mean, when I took over at Herky, it reminds me of that, because I remember parents were complaining about how much I was making kids work and how much I was making kids run and all that stuff. And these kids, I don't think have ever worked as hard as Chris has made them work. And they're seeing it. I just hope we get a few more wins so they really get a little bit more taste of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit, there ain't a whole lot else to say there. I mean, yeah, we're undersized and we have to work hard. And if we don't close the gap. We play in one of the toughest districts in the state. When you've got Cardinal Ritter and Lindbergh and Seckman, and they're pretty good. I mean, across the board there. I think SLU High. Lindbergh's just I think they're Jackson, don't forget about them. I mean, it's like we don't play anybody that's just like in our district is just stacked. So I just told the guys, I'm like, I'm never going to sit there and say you guys are going to win. All you have to do is get off the bus and make sure your shoes are on, maybe tied. I don't know. We don't have that luxury. So everything we do, we have to close the gap by playing hard. And that might not guarantee you do anything. You could play the best game of your life as hard as you possibly can as a team, top to bottom, still lose by 20. And that's fine because you did everything you literally could. Now, could you have made yourself a better player? Yeah, but that's beside the point. In the game, that situation, no. But if a team isn't that good and you show up and you do it, I mean, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, and you'll catch teams by surprise. You'll play with teams you shouldn't. You'll beat teams you shouldn't, and you'll dominate the teams you should. And that's how it should be. And that's what we're trying to get them to understand. And there's little things, like Jason said, we don't know how to win all the time. So that's always a challenge. Just like tonight, that they did their best to kind of give it away a little bit at times, but the credit the kids, they made plays, and Jarvis coached his butt off, and did a good job for us. And we're just glad to have him. That's not coach speak. I'm really appreciative that Jason's been a part of this. It's been fun,
man. It's I was not in a good spot when this all came about anyway, and it's been good. Coach Fouts helped a lot tonight too, and then at the end, Chris drew something up that helped us out too. If the kid would have just shot it, but it worked out.
Zach, we ran diagonal, and the kid had it. Yeah, he knows. We ran diagonal. Kid has it, and the two kids chase him down, and it's like
he gets fouled. He didn't go up. He didn't go up the shot. He goes all the way. I'm like,
wait, stop.
He's 2 feet from the basket, and he lets the kid slap him, and he didn't go up.
Jason, what I was hoping for was he just jump up and try to dunk it.
Oh, there you go.
Swear to God, I hoped he would, because then I'd been like, man, I got to find a $50 bill to give this kid.
You know what? And it just came to me, and I've never said this about him. He reminds me of he reminds me of Josh Rubel a little bit.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Oh my gosh, he does. And he's kind of like demeanor wise, kind of like Josh.
Yeah, he is. He's like that. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna take over the game now.
And
all right, I'm done.
And he did tonight. He took over the game, and I don't think this kid, Zach, he just doesn't know what he could do. Like he just, and we're trying to get it out of him, and it's just, oh my gosh.
Hey, wait, Zach, let's tell you this. How many years you been coaching?
20.
Altogether?
Oh, 22.
Okay, 22. Have you ever told, how many kids have you told, like, listen, do you want to win? And they're going to say, absolutely. Yes. Yes. I want to win, coach. All right. You have to score 25 points every night for us to win. You score 25, we will probably win that game.
Right.
And And I mean, like, listen, that means that kid's open over there, but he can't play dead in the Cowboys.
There's a reason
so
why
here's
he's
what you
open
need to
over there.
do. You need to see him, acknowledge his existence, and still shoot the ball, whether that means you got 1, 2, or 3 dudes hanging on you. I don't care. And if you think you're shooting the ball too much, look at me and I'll just go. And if someone says, pass me the ball, I'll say, don't listen to it. Shoot the ball. And I mean, every time. I don't care if you come down the floor 12 straight times and you shoot it.
Right.
And it's not like Chris, it's not like Miller's the only one telling him this.
Yeah, like everybody. Jason's saying it. Coach Foots is saying it. Eddie's saying it. Coach Strands is saying it. Coach Trimmer's watching on Huddle being like, why isn't he shooting the ball? Listen, I've talked to his dad. I go sit by his dad and I say, what do I have to do to make your son shoot the ball every time he gets it? He goes, oh, no. And he's such a good kid. I love this kid. I love him.
He shakes
but how many kids in your 22 years have you told that to? Just shoot it every single time.
Right.
Yeah. A handful. What, 3,
right.
4 tops. Like, you're not saying that.
And Zach, in a JV game, this kid, he can get the ball, and after he makes one move to get by the first guy, he will blow by every person on the court. Like he can, and he makes moves that are so phenomenal, and it's like, and like he went up for a rebound tonight, and I'm not kidding you, dude. Like me standing up, I bet his feet were above my waist. I mean, and we're getting there with him. It's just such a process with some of them, you know. And
I mean, and again, I can't stress this enough. He is literally the kind of kid that you want your daughter to please bring home. Like, this guy is great. Bring him home. But then you want to say, and leave that guy over on the sideline. Bring this other dude who's going to just say, I'm the best player on the court. And you know what's crazy? It's just to move into another part of this. It's like, that's the hardest thing sometimes with kids when you've got, again, we are in a society of selfishness, and it's all about me and me and me, and everything's about me and how is this affecting me and my feelings. And then you have kids like this it's like, why aren't you shooting every time? Because I don't want to be a bad teammate. And you're like, God, why is that one of my rules? Like, why? Just no, you be a bad teammate when I tell you to be a bad teammate. No, and you're not. Because it's like it's okay when you've put in the time to do this more than others who like wake up and say, I want to play basketball. Have you played? No. Do you know anything about it? No.
I've had players where I said, hey, you punting the ball from full court is still a higher percentage shot from so-and-so from 1 foot from the basket. So shoot the ball.
I mean, we say that a lot with people who shoot free throws on our team sometimes.
I was going to say, you know,
it's not just one person or anything. Like, I swear, Kevin used to say that the St. Pius was Latin for missed free throw. And I'm like, no, I don't know. I think Fox is Latin for missed free throw.
Okay. Now listen, we can chase a rabbit here because I saw this online.
We're going to have to actually get into our topics here soon.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I want to chase this because I want to chase this rabbit because outside looking in, people don't have a daggum clue. So I saw this post and I saw this on social media to where, and it was talking about our area, okay, Jefferson County, out of the top 100 free throw percent, there's like 5 Jefferson County. There's like 1 boy, I think, from Seckman, and then I think maybe like 4 or 5 on the girls' side, okay, in terms of free throw percentage shooting in the entire St. Louis area. And I looked at that and wanted to respond and didn't. And my thought process is this, okay? 1, you guys have never been in a practice, so you don't understand that sometimes some schools have to say, this round object is a basketball. That other cylinder, that's where the ball's supposed to go. So you are literally teaching from scratch, okay? And other programs don't have to do that. And so you were limited on your time frame. And so what are you going to waste? What skill are you going to not develop for free throws? Because free throws, that should be a player working on it on his own or on her own before practice, after practice, all year, right? You don't have time to do that, in my opinion. There's so much other things that you have to do, and I want to get your opinions. I want to get your thoughts on it.
I agree. I mean, you got kids that don't even know some of the basic rules,
terminology, rules, yes,
that are playing, and you're having to go over. I mean, I've had kids that didn't even know 3 seconds in the lane. I mean, it's hard to take time out to shoot free throws. We do it, but I mean, it's not long. I mean, I did it as a head coach, but dude, that's what the 15 minutes of pre-practice is for. That's what, hey, coach, can you stay a little longer on a late night practice? Or if we were a late practice, hey, coach, can you stay 15 more minutes? I want to get up 100 free throws or whatever. You know, that's what I practiced a lot on Saturdays when I was a rookie, and guys would be like, hey, coach, can you stay for 30 more minutes? I want to get some shots up. That's when you work on that stuff. Or, hey, you could do like some kids did, and the gym was open in the morning. Why don't you get to school early and get you 30 minutes of shooting? When I was at Crystal, Ken Jones and some of us coaches started a thing where school started at 7:30. We would get there at 7, and we would take turns of who would be there. Get there at 7. The gym would be open from 7 till the bell rang, and kids could come in the gym and get as many shots as they wanted.
Yeah.
You have to – kids got to take it upon their –
There it is right there, because that's the thing.
And kids don't want to do that.
No.
You don't have Bill Bradley's that got a key to the gosh dang gym. And that's another thing. You got to get a school that's okay with kids coming in the gym and using the gym.
That's not even the thing, though, because the whole thing generational was our generation. Guess what we all did? We played outside. There you go.
I had one right there on my house. I went outside in the driveway. I played more basketball than the kids on our teams.
So, and that's what I don't think people see. And Chris, you can add to whatever you want here before we move on. But I saw that, I'm like, you know what? This is us saying life is different. We're the old folks now and saying life is totally different back when we were in school versus now. Everything's got to be structured. I mean, good grief. We went out, hey, we're going to go ride our bikes to St. John County. Now you can do that. Everything's a play date. Everything's got to be structured and organized, because that's all they've done. That's all the kids have known.
Dude, we would ride our bikes. Well, my parents didn't know this a lot of times, but I would ride my bike from Hematite to Festus.
Right.
On P Highway, dude.
Oh, man, yeah.
Or go Mappaville and hit A Highway and get to town so I could – dude, you'd go to Crystal Park and people were playing – you would wait an hour just to get on the court. And then you got to win to stay. And if you didn't win, you weren't going to – you might not play for another 45 minutes. So you were clawing to win. And kids – that type of competition, when I got to Herky and I would let the kids play, like if I had an open gym where like I wasn't instructing, like if I was just letting them play, they wouldn't even keep score. I'd be like, what? When I first got the job, I said, no, we can't have this. We have to keep score. There has to be a winner and a loser. Like, you don't play. I was like, you guys play and don't keep score? Like, never. There's never. I can't even do that with my own kids. If Weston wants to play a game, we're keeping. There's a whole deal winner. Drives Tara Lynn nuts. I don't because she always wants them to win. I'm like, no, lose.
Got to earn it.
Yes. I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
No, I mean, just kids don't play, so it's they don't
drive by a park.
They don't shoot as well as they used to. They don't have basketball IQ as well as they used to. I mean, we've talked about this. It's just, here's the stuff in my toolbox, coach. Make me a player. Yeah.
Step back threes. That's all you got. Okay.
Oh, you want to be a shooter, huh? Well, that's great. Can you be a maker? Oh, that's not possible. So here's what happens.
Can you be a maker?
Can you be a screener? Can you be a rebounder? Can you play defense? Because If you can't do those, I don't think you get to play. And scene. So that's pretty much how it goes. And it's like, oh, but you're also 5'6". So that really eliminates a lot of things you can do. It's a tough game. I think, I don't know if this generation understands the time that is required to develop the muscle memory to be a good, I didn't say great, I didn't say the top 1%, I didn't say go play at Duke or a Division I school, to be a good high school basketball player, or an average, hell, just be an above average high school basketball player. Like, all the work you got to put in. I mean, if you're shooting 100 shots, your form has to be correct 100 out of 100 times in order for you to get the entire proper reps that it takes. If you shoot 3 different ways because you can't find a way to hold the basketball correctly, and you thumb it a little bit here, or you shoot down here, or you do a couple different things, and you do 3 different ways, well, then you're getting better 33% every single time you shoot 100. Which makes no sense. It's like, you have to do it the same way all those times. So 100 out of 100 or 33 out of 100.
What amazes me,
it doesn't make sense.
Most of the shooting, the kids don't get the ball right when they shoot. Like, they'll shoot it at any way the ball's turned. Like, I always have to have the ball where the threads are where they need to be. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. With the seams.
With the seams.
Yep.
Kids will shoot it without the seams. I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, I always got to have the seams where I get that spin. Like, we did a drill. I don't remember what the drill was, and Chris had me shooting it one day. I'm like, man, I'm going to sit here and try to make as many threes as I can. I started just lighting it up. And some of the kids were like, oh, my God. And then I'm like, I didn't even play high school basketball after my sophomore year. And I was just, I hit like, at one point, I think I hit like 9 in a row. And some of the kids were like, yeah, it's not that hard. If you've shot as many shots as some of us probably shot when we were young.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. They just don't do it enough. And I don't know if it's ever going to get better, because why the hell would you go outside? I can play on my phone. I can play video games.
Kids that can shoot it. I mean, the little plant kid. I mean, I've had some kids that could shoot it, but I mean, it's not many. It's not. Yeah, I mean, it's just not. We got a lot of kids that can't shoot. In hell, they're missing layups. I'm not talking about Fox. I'm just talking general. In general, you go to a game and see how many layups are missed. It amazes me. Point blank shots being missed.
Well, and that's the thing. It's just again. There's an art to play in this game, and there's a lot of time that's spent. It's not just rolling the ball out and playing, and understanding a lot of the stuff that goes with it. It's tough. If you want to be good, it's tough, and that's why, there's a sacrifice that has to be paid. So if you're not gonna put in the work, you're not gonna put in the time, and then your toolbox is limited. So when you show up and it's like, okay, what can you do for me, coach? Well, I'm gonna put you here. Well, I don't like being here. Why don't I play more? Well, it's kind of like the second longest yard movie with Adam Sandler. Why can't I play quarterback? That's why, dumbass. Go sit down.
That's why.
I mean, that's what you want to say sometimes. Like, that's what it is. It's not anything else. You don't like me. No, I don't like the fact that you don't play, and then you show up and you're like, why can't I play more?
Well, all the names of all the kids that were good for me throughout the years are going through my head. And I'm thinking, well, that kid, he played in the offseason. That kid, he played. I think about, like, Ethan Hoskins, he played year round almost. Dylan Jarvis played year round. Gabe played year round. I mean, Jordan Duncan played all the time. Tanner Duncan played he played all the time. I mean, all these kids that were good, or my best players, are the kids that I never took off the court were the ones that played all the time. They were the ones that went to different people and played. They're the ones that went to different leagues and played. They're the ones that played summer basketball. They're the ones that never didn't show up. They were the ones that were at every time I opened the gym, they may have missed 1 or 2 times all year. It was the ones that were always there. And that's the kids that are going to excel. No, yeah, I do play favorites. When a kid says that to me, it drives me insane. I'm like, yeah, I do play favorites. I play the ones that are always there. I play the ones that hustle. I play the ones that are coachable. I play the ones that don't cause me problems. Yeah, you're right. I do. I play favorites.
Exactly.
Ones that are dedicated.
1,000%. And yes, Mr. McGrath, layups and free throws. Yeah, because we just don't practice them. They just, don't practice. If you're out there shooting, guys ain't out there shooting free throws anymore on their own. They ain't doing after practice like Jason said.
The first thing they do is jack up a 3. As soon as they get a ball, the first thing a kid does is jack up a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Not all, but most.
But most. Well, we've spent a lot of time on this, and it's always good. We love to talk basketball, but there is an important game on this weekend that a lot of people are going to put money on. A lot of people are going to be watching. A lot of people are going to be watching for the commercials. A lot of people are going to be watching for the movie trailers that should be coming up.
Halftime show?
Avengers Tuesday, Zach.
Ooh.
Yeah. Halftime show?
Yeah, me and Zach are on this. No, nobody cares about that. I'm not watching that.
No.
I mean, there could be some fireworks. Never know. But I'm not watching. I don't care. So anyway, when we come back, we will be discussing the big game. This is the Coach's Box. See you in a second.
I'm an action hero, and like in every epic chase scene, there's no way I'm getting away without hitting a fire hydrant. Or driving through a fruit stand. 1, 2. Looking good. Road closed? Not today. Get Allstate, because mayhem is everywhere.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
It's Between Takes with Daikin and Dave Mars.
Good. All right, next set up.
Hey, Dave, we got another question about energy savings. And this is a good one.
Yeah, efficiency is so important.
Didn't you just talk with Daikin about this?
They said energy efficiency is the key to a happy marriage. She gets the temperature, I get the savings.
Good to know. I'll tell them to check with their local Daikin dealer.
All right, back to 1.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com. Check out Elite Collectibles, now at 2 locations. Our Arnold store focuses on Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and other trading cards plus tournaments. Our Imperial location offers a little mix of everything, including sports and trading cards for all collectors. And don't forget, we host consignment auctions every Tuesday. Stop by, hang out, and see what you can pull at Elite Collectibles, now with an Arnold location and an Imperial location. If you love sports at every level, there's only one place to be. Gateway Sports covers it all. Preps, college, and the pros. Real coverage, real voices, real passion for the game. From live shows to podcasts, Gateway Sports connects the region like nobody else. Proudly powered by First Form and Recalibrate.com. Visit gatewaysports.net. Every level, one gateway.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Coach's Box Call Like I See It podcast. This is our 255th episode, and several of these episodes we have discussed the Super Bowl, and it's been a long time since we've been doing this show, since 2020. So we are now moving into this is going to be year 6 coming up pretty soon, guys. I mean, it's pretty wild that we've been doing this for a while, and if like I said, we stretched out our shows a little bit every other week, especially during basketball, since we don't all work in the same vicinity as we used to. And that was something I will say personally I miss, but we've had a lot of fun with it. We have talked a lot about Super Bowls, and this one is a rematch of days of yore because we have, and this isn't the same teams, obviously, players, but we have the Seahawks and the New England Patriots. We don't have Pete Carroll. We don't have Bill Belichick. We don't have Tom Brady, and we don't have Russell Wilson. And we definitely don't have my God, he's a national treasure. Marshawn Lynch is one of my favorite people to ever listen to anything now. If you haven't heard Bill Maher's podcast, not real time, but his podcast where him and guests sit around and smoke dope and they just talk and about whatever and tell stories. He had Marshawn Lynch on there. I couldn't even play that clip on here if I wanted to, because I'm pretty sure we would get banned. But it is worth the one clip I'll have to find it and send it to you guys. It is worth the 1 minute and 30 seconds worth of, or 2 minutes, however long it is. It's worth every single second because Marshawn Lynch is a national treasure. But I digress. Guys, what's our thoughts on this matchup? How do we feel about it?
Go ahead, Jason.
Oh, you go.
Okay. All right. I'm torn because I heard this on the radio and they said, I think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be boring. I think it's going to, and the more I think about it, it's like they might be right. This might be a boring one. I think Josh Allen missed his window. I think the window is closed for him. I think they had every opportunity to get there this year, and it probably would have been a little bit more exciting. But there's some good storylines. Sam Darnold making his comeback there, and then you've got Drake May as a young guy, and then you've got Seattle's coach, first-year coach, and you got Vrabel, with everything that happened with the Titans, and then he's coming over here. So, I mean, there's a lot of intriguing storylines to go both ways, but I don't know if it's going to be quality product.
Do you even know who Seattle's head coach is?
No, I don't.
You got to look it up. Everybody's going to look it up right now.
No.
Jason doesn't know either.
I don't know. You know what? A Johnson maybe?
Wow.
We'll take that out.
No. Yeah. No. None of you guys know.
No.
Mike McDonald. What is he known for? What has he ever done? He was Baltimore's defensive coordinator.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. He was Baltimore's D coordinator for 2 years, then he got the Seattle head coaching job. Yeah. The dude is younger than me. I love it. He's 38 years old, and I'm telling you right now, I think they're missing him in Baltimore because they sure as hell can't play any defense there now.
Yeah.
And, hey, kudos to him. 10-7 his first year. Now they're 14-3, and they went with Sam Darnold, like you said. And here, forget all this. Mike Vrabel was the head coach of the Tennessee Titans last year, and now he's in the Super Bowl. Crazy.
Organizations, man. It's just what's different. I mean, because the quarterback's a second-year quarterback. You know what I mean? It's not like he went from an old pro to now this rookie. I mean, quarterback situation is relatively similar. I think it's just how the organizations run, maybe from the top down. I don't know.
I mean, he had success in Tennessee. It's just, roster construction's kind of a big deal. I mean, the culture of the team and everything. And New England was kind of primed to in my opinion, I feel like there was a lot of draft picks. There were some guys that even Bill Belichick drafted that were still there that, you know, they could have just as easily this could have easily been Belichick's team to go to the Super Bowl. And the guy who I think kind of got screwed in all this is Gerard Mayo. I don't think he's a bad coach. I just think that you're in a situation where you're not very good. I mean, they just weren't. And Drake May is another year older, and having people around him. I mean, you have Alex Van Pelt, your offensive coordinator. Here's a big thing. I'm going to tell you right now. Here's a guy who should be in the Hall of Fame. And I heard this. I can't remember the exact number, but Josh McDaniels should probably be in the Hall of Fame because he has been a coordinator or head coach since 2006. And think about how many Super Bowls he's been a part of.
Yeah.
And this isn't, he could have been at a lower level. I don't know what he was before 2006, but he has been an offensive coordinator, head coach since then. How many Super Bowls has he been a part of and won?
Well, I'd say probably at least 4, because if you go back to Brady, that would have been 01, 01, 03. And so.
And I'm sure he was a low-level assistant at some point. I can't remember what they said. At whatever point, he's been in more Super Bowls. He had been a part of, gosh, a 10th of them or something of all of them around. All of them have been out since 60 of them, something like that. That's insane. Okay, so I just had to look it up. He joined the New England Patriots in 2001. So
there you go.
There you go. I mean,
and he's knowing. I think he kind of has this Lane Kiffin vibe, and I don't know, maybe his personality, but I think that offensive coordinator that really fits his personality more so than a head coach. And maybe it's the freedom of being able to call the plays without the pressure of the, whatever, all of the managerial stuff that a head coach is going to have. But I think that's his niche. I really do. And I think that's okay. I mean, that's perfectly okay to be that OC.
Well, how about this? A lot of people talk about Dick LeBeau. Like, okay, Dick LeBeau was he is a widely revered coach as far as what he did with Pittsburgh, and having the schemes and stuff, wins a Super Bowl, and he was a low-level guy for years too, after he got fired in Cincinnati, because hey, he was the defensive coordinator in Cincinnati even when they lost to the 49ers the second time. So he had a shot, I mean, like he was the head coach for the Bengals for 3 years, didn't get it done. They fire him. He goes Pittsburgh, and now he's this, and he was great when he was with Cincinnati, but that was his niche, and he was great. But I mean, I think Josh McDaniels is very underrated. I wonder, and going back to the game itself, I wonder, because of his expertise, how that's going to match up against Seattle and how good their defense is. My worry is the offensive line.
That's and I mean, as we're kind of going through this, you go back and you hate to. I'm going to say this: New England won all the games, but you're looking at 16-3, 28-16, 10-7, right? So you play going backwards. You play Denver in the snowstorm. That helps you, right? Nobody with a backup quarterback, right? So, and you score 10 points. Then you go to the Texans, where CJ Stroud absolutely was awful, just stunk it up. And then you go to the Chargers, where again, Herbert, the Chargers just are, 3 points. So I just don't know. offensively, if the Patriots in probably a better weather environment, better turf, better conditions, are they going to be able to match the firepower that Seattle's going to have? Right. That would be my question.
Jason, go ahead and chime in. I've talked a little bit about this. What's your thoughts?
I think.
Uh-oh.
I think Seattle is going to win. I think that Seattle is the superior team. I think that they have the more experienced quarterback. I think they are I just think that the Sam Darnold story, and I just think the way he's played, the last game he played was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I like their lineup. I like their defense. I think they can get after the quarterback pretty well. If you look at, and while you guys were talking, I was listening, but I was looking also at.
This is how it was actually the night after the game. I was talking to him. He was literally reading a text message. I'm like, "You learned anything over here?" Yeah, text message. Didn't look up.
Be honest, that text message was from my son that I was reading. But anyway, so
Weston, put that phone away.
I could say Weston.
Oh, it was from Dylan. So I was reading the odds and what the guys that know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I read through on CBS, and there wasn't one person picking the Patriots, which I was surprised because I agree. I think Josh McDaniels is one of the best offensive coordinator minds around. But I just think Seattle. I'm with Zach. There was a lot of circumstances that really helped the Patriots get to this point.
Now, that being said, this does have, I hate to say this. This has some 2003 vibes to it. It really, really does.
It does.
It does.
But I just think Seattle. I like Seattle. I love their receiver Jackson Smith. I like Kenneth Walker as their running back. I just think Seattle has more firepower on offense, and I just think Seattle's going to win it.
The question is did Vrabel get a chance to record practices or not? And if he did, that could change the outcome. But what's really funny is I've heard a lot of all this stuff, and we can dive in a little Belichick here in a little bit. But I do think, I agree with you guys. I believe that Darnold is playing better right now. My biggest concern is New England's offensive line. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I will say this. If you're winning those games and you're only scoring 10 points, well, you're still winning those games. I mean, that is half the battle, is to win the game, because otherwise you're at home. And maybe New England sent thank you cards to Sean Payton for having, a quarterback running play at the end of overtime, so that way Knicks can get hurt. Giving the damn ball to the running back or having him kneel down makes no sense to me, but whatever. I don't get paid.
He must hang out with Drinkowitz.
I mean, just like didn't watch any Mizzou games this year, did you, Sean? But
yeah, him and Drinks must have drinks. But
I don't know what was going through his head. And but you sometimes you are the I mean, think about like this. A lot of things have to happen for teams to win championships. There is a lot of luck. There's a lot of crazy things.
Just to win one game, let alone
win one playoff game. Hell, Eli Manning was sacked, and somehow the referee didn't blow the play dead because, God forbid, you throw a quarterback to the ground. He spins out, blindly chucks the ball down the field, and David Tyree uses one hand in his helmet to catch it. Sometimes you just find a little bit of luck. Sometimes a coach makes a stupid call and doesn't hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch at the goal line. And there you go. And the Patriots have another Super Bowl. So I will say, if it gets to the goal line, what's the odds going to be that they, on the 1 yard line, that they hand the ball off to Kenneth Walker? Will they try to throw a slant route? Hang on, let me some magic 8 ball. Signs point to no. So I do think I think it could be a little bit of a slugfest. I think there might be some nerves. But
St. Louis would have 2 Super Bowls if they would have just gave Marshall Faulk the damn football.
I don't think I don't care if the Patriots knew.
Mike Martz wanted to pass. Let's pass it 100 million times.
Wait a minute. You could throw, Jason, you could throw the ball to Marshall Faulk. The guy had 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in a season.
I don't care how they got the ball to him. You give the damn ball to Marshall Faulk, you win the game.
Yep. No, you know the play. Stop him. Stop him. Then do it. So again, we can go. We can always go into that, but the fact of the matter is, I do think it has the ability to be a blowout.
Lose because of it.
I think it does have a chance to be a blowout. I do think Seattle is the better team. Will Sam Darnold fold up? I don't know. I think I think with his performance last week, I don't look for it to happen.
I look now. I don't know if it's the Legion of Boom, and I don't even know if you go back to Tampa Bay with Chucky as the coach, with Brooks and Sapp and all of that. But it does have the feel of, hey, Darnold, just be this game manager. Just don't screw it up, will you please? Like, the defense will carry us. Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? What?
If Darnold gets hurt, Drew Lock will come in and seal that deal.
Oh, gunslinger.
There it is. He's hurt now. Forget it. It's over. It's over. It's done. It's over.
Audible. He's audible in the plays that you call, the plays that I like.
Any given Sunday.
Sunday. Yep.
Hey, so the question is who do you guys feel like is going to be the Super Bowl MVP?
My goodness.
Sam Darnold.
Bold statement, Cotton. What about you, Zach? We're making bold predictions.
Sam Darnold or the receiver
that you can't pronounce?
I don't know. I'm going to go the Seattle running back. I think he'll have a long run, seal the deal, or he'll get a lot of carry. I think Darnold's going to have, I don't know. I don't even think he throws for 250. I think you're going to have, I think he's not, because I think Vrabel and New England's only chance is to play clock control and to do everything that they can to keep the scores as low as possible.
That means you got to get first downs.
That means you got to get first downs, right?
Yeah, so it's tough. So.
And I think what they do, I think they'll throw early so they can make it, third and manageable, and then run the ball that way. Because I think if you're just going to have third and long or third and mid situations, you're just going to have Seattle's defense teeing off, man. They're just going to pin their ears back and say, let's everybody meet at the quarterback.
I mean, that very well could happen. And it's Smith and Jigba, by the way, Jarvis, their wide receiver. But the other wide receiver that is
Jackson Smith. I just didn't say
Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, I'm not. Hey, I don't do the hyphenated BS. So
wow. Okay, well, so here's another. I got to look up the odds.
You don't need a hyphen.
Cooper Kupp is a guy that I feel like he could possibly be a big part of this game.
Yeah,
and I mean. He's a one-time Pro Bowler. Everybody forgets about how good Cooper Kupp was for about 3 years. He had 145 receptions in a season and 1,900 yards.
He was fast then.
Well, he's still pretty good now, man. He's only 32.
He was fast.
Oh, okay. So,
he hit that 30.
He's fast. He makes fast people look not fast. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Kenneth Walker. That's
okay. Then I'll take the D end Williams.
Whoa!
Just so you can have Walker.
Change.
Well, I'll let you have Walker, and I'll take Williams. I'll
that would have been my
gets,
set. It is either Darnold or Walker, one of those two.
I'll take the defensive end. I'll say he gets 2.5 sacks. He'll either have a sack fumble or he'll cause a pick somehow, and he'll wind up being the game MVP.
How about this? How about Smith and Jigba this year had 1,700 yards receiving, and that is 8th most in a single season all time.
Yep.
Behind number 7 Tyreek Hill in 2023 with Miami. Justin Jefferson, 2022, Minnesota. Antonio Brown, the crazy one, in 2015. Jerry Rice, who's 4th, 1995. Julio Jones, 2015. Cooper Kupp, 2021. Who's number 1 yards in the season?
Randy Moss, New England.
Nope. Nope. That's touchdowns in the year. I think he might still have that. He might not, though. Go ahead, Jarvis. Who's your pick? Come on.
For what?
Oh, my God. Do you listen to anything? No.
Oh,
what are you doing?
Receiving yards?
Gosh dang, Langhauser keeps freaking texting me. Go ahead.
Receiving yards in the season. I just went through.
T.O.?
Nope.
Who has the most?
Irvin?
In a season. No. It's
Moss.
Nope. He has most touchdowns in a season. He has 23.
Yeah, I know that.
Irvin?
Nope. You already
give us the era.
Oh, it's on this side of 2000.
Oh shoot. Go back to Joe Burrow then, I guess. Is
nope.
Chase? No?
Nope.
I got nothing.
You're out. Come on, Jarvis.
The most yards in a season.
Don't look it up. Don't cheat.
I'm not looking it up.
You're
saying what?
This side of 2020.
This side of 2020.
No, this side of 2000.
2000.
Oh, 2000.
This side of 2010. Come on.
Get viewers. They can put their answers
Not
in.
Jefferson.
I already said Jeff. Jefferson was number 6. He had the 6th. He was 6th most with 1,964 yards.
Damn, that's a lot of yards.
Yep. Cooper Kupp had 1,947. So he almost got it.
I don't even know who's throwing that much. Like who's got
when I
that
say it, you're going to be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Give us the division.
Oh gosh.
Is it a Dallas receiver?
The Norse division.
The Norse.
NFC North Division.
All right, what teams are in it? I'm terrible.
Oh my God.
NFC. Well, that's the Chicago's and the Green Bay.
I'll get the quarterback was Matt Stafford.
Oh, it's Mega.
Oh, Megatron. There you go.
Yeah. Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
1,964 receiving yards in the season in 2012. And it's really funny is Matthew Stafford threw to the guys who got the top 2 spots.
That's
Matthew
called
Stafford.
Hey, you said in the first session about, hey, you need to shoot the ball 25 times for us to win. Yep. That's Stafford. Hey, this guy needs to get 20 targets for us to win.
Now, listen, I was never a big Matt Stafford guy when he came out. I was like, man, I don't know. Georgia guys aren't used. This guy might not be. I eat every single word because I like Matt Stafford. I think that he is a Hall of Famer. He wings the ball. He throws it. You ain't got to worry about it. I mean, it's just this is what we're going to do. You got Matt Stafford, you throw the ball. And I hate the Rams. I hate them. I hate him. I hate him. I like Matthew Stafford. He's literally the only thing I like.
Did you see the photos that came out about him?
Was he on the Epstein list or something? I mean, I don't know. Know where you're going with this.
His Georgia photos came out about how much he partied when he was at Georgia.
Well, I mean, come on, they all have.
They were great. It was him like holding up a keg and I mean, just surrounded by chicks and drinking. It was pretty good.
Have you heard the stories about his wife? I mean, let's just go there. If we got,
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but that's funny too.
Yeah. So Matthew Stafford currently has 64,000 passing yards. Had he been born in a different generation, he would be the NFL's all-time leader in passing yards.
64,000
passing yards.
He does seem like this generation's Brett Favre. Like he just kind of has that same gunslinger vibe.
I think I kind of like him more than
I
don't think anybody likes Brett Favre right now.
It's not like I dislike Brett. I dislike Brett Favre. It's just I don't know.
You just dislike Brett Favre. It's okay. You can say that, and it's not illegal. Had Aaron Rodgers not gotten hurt, and like 3 plays into the year a couple years ago, he'd probably have passed Brett Favre on the all-time passing leader.
And Aaron Rodgers is a hard dude to like, though, too. So
I'm starting to kind of like him, but I don't know. I'm just gonna let it go.
I watched his
I never watched it.
Oh, it's
interesting.
It's interesting. And then when they did, when he was on the Jets and the HBO thing,
Hard Knocks. Oh yeah,
Hard Knocks. That made me like him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still hard to like. He's such an odd duck, man. And he says things, and you're like, man. He put some zip on. You could hear his pass in Hard Knocks when he can throw the football, man.
I bet you he can still zip it pretty good. But yeah, I'm kind of I don't know. I don't really want Stafford to retire. I kind of want him to see how far up the line he can get. I don't think anybody's going to catch Brady. To catch Tom Brady, you'd have to play for the next 15 years after 35. So
in terms of his passing yards,
okay. So I'll give you an example. When Brett Favre retired, he had 71,000 passing yards, and of course, Favre played for how many years?
I thought it was
20 years. He played 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Brady has 89,000.
Oh my gosh!
And Brady played for 23 years.
And that's crazy because
89,000 passing yards.
Because you have to think he wasn't, especially in the second half of his career, he wasn't this guy that was like known. He was the check down guy. We're going to check it down. We're going to check it down.
Are you talking about Tom Brady?
Yes.
Are you out of your mind?
No.
That's the dumbest thing you've ever said in your entire life.
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
You don't remember in the second half of his career, he would have some big games where he'd throw 500, but there were a lot of times where they were making fun of him on ESPN and radios about
he's going to take what you give him.
That's called check down.
Oh no, okay, but so let me get this straight. Instead of me throwing the ball into double coverage, tight coverage, whatever, I'm going to take what you give me, and then we're going to get yards after catch. And let's put it like this, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
The only year since 2010, so that was he was 33. He had 3,900 passing yards in 2010. Okay. And he led the NFL in touchdowns. He had 36 touchdowns and 4 picks.
Okay.
So he was 33, top of the world, whatever, 2010. You take the 2016 Deflategate bull crap, which I still think the stupidest thing about Deflate, they all did it. All these quarterbacks came out and said, well, we do that crap too.
Mm-hmm.
We want the ball the way we want it. So whatever, got rules, fine. They suspended him for 4 games. He had 3,500 yards that year. So from 2010 to 2022, from the age 33 to 45, Tom Brady only threw for under 4,000 yards those 2 years. And you're telling me he's a check down guy? That there ain't no way. No freaking way.
He's not throwing the ball. He's not throwing the ball on a deep 9 pattern. He's not doing that.
He doesn't have to.
That's my point. I just said.
Okay.
I never said
Joe Montana.
I never said that that he was. Oh my God! I said he was the check down guy.
Oh,
I didn't say he wasn't getting yards. I just said he was the check down guy.
He also said he couldn't go to Tampa and win a Super Bowl, and he proved him wrong there too. I mean, the guy's the greatest quarterback that ever played.
Yeah.
I mean, his last 2 years, he led the NFL in passing attempts.
Yeah. Now, well,
I mean,
because he was throwing 5-yard dinks and dunks. That's my point. And they got yards after catch. Now, let me ask you this.
His last year might have been that.
Playoff? Do they count the playoffs as part of the career total?
No.
Okay. I was going to ask about that.
The NFL does not do that.
It's all regular season.
All regular season. So he has the record for games started, completions, attempts, yards, touchdowns, and first downs.
There you go.
So I mean,
he would come out of retirement if anybody ever broke his record. He would come out
fourth quarter comebacks, game-winning drives. Yeah. He owns all of them, and of course, Super Bowls. So all right. So we can take a quick break. We need to, and then we need to come back and we'll finish up because we've had a lot of time to talk about stuff. But what's your prediction? So what we got before we go to break, what's your Super Bowl prediction for the game? And we'll talk about it. Hell, we might even do a show next week just to talk about the game. But Jarvis, what's your pick? Who's winning? Give a score.
Seattle, 38-14.
Oh man, I was gonna say.
That's I like that.
I was gonna say I'll go Seattle just because they've had 2 weeks off. I'll go Seattle 31-10.
I'm saying Seattle 35-17.
By the way, 4,000 yards is only averaging 250 yards a game. Just FYI, that's not blowing it out of the water. So,
and how many people throw for 4,000 yards now? That number.
Everybody.
Okay, they
Chicago, did, except for Chicago.
Yes. Not everybody's throwing for all those yards anymore. That's starting to decline. By the way, that is a fact. So, anyway, when we come back, we will finish
all 17 game seasons either. Were they?
That's the stupidest. I hate it. They're talking about doing 18 now. When we come back, we will finish with some more sports talk. You're watching the Coach's Box. Be back.
I'm a big rock. And while you're down there posing for pictures, I'm seeing the bigger picture from up here. And this little birdie's telling me it's time for this rock to roll. Photobomb! And if you don't have the right insurance, this can really flatten your savings.
Awesome.
So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
On average, heating and cooling account for around 40% of your energy bills. Introducing the efficient Daikin Fit, a revolutionary HVAC system for ducted homes. While other units use considerable energy turning on and off, the Daikin Fit saves energy through consistent comfort control. It's the perfect fit for homes like yours. See the difference. Feel the benefits. Daikin Fit.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com. Check out Elite Collectibles, now at 2 locations. Our Arnold store focuses on Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and other trading cards plus tournaments. Our Imperial location offers a little mix of everything, including sports and trading cards for all collectors. And don't forget, we host consignment auctions every Tuesday. Stop by, hang out, and see what you can pull at Elite Collectibles, now with an Arnold location and an Imperial location. If you love sports at every level, there's only one place to be. Gateway Sports covers it all. Preps, college, and the pros. Real coverage, real voices, real passion for the game. From live shows to podcasts, Gateway Sports connects the region like nobody else. Proudly powered by First Form and Recalibrate.com. Visit gatewaysports.net. Every level, one gateway.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Coach's Box, Call Like See It podcast. We had a good conversation about first we had a good conversation about high school basketball in our first segment. And last segment, we talked about our Super Bowl preview. And I think we're all in agreement there. So there wasn't a whole lot of debate except for Zach talking about Tom Brady being a check down artist at the end of his career, which is crazy, but that's okay. Zach says stuff like that sometimes. And if you want to see more of Zach saying crazy nonsense like that, you can go back and watch all of our episodes on YouTube. You can catch a bunch of them on X. I don't know if Facebook keeps deleting them or not, so who cares about Facebook? But you can watch them on YouTube all for free. We bring it to you.
We just got kicked off of Facebook.
I was going to say.
Mark Zuckerberg says you guys got to go, so that's just the way it is. We do want to talk a little bit about our we've kind of partnered with Gateway Sports. We do appreciate those guys. We're actually streaming to their YouTube channel right now. So gatewaysports.net. It's, if you want to check out some great shows, podcasts, they cover everything, preps, college, pros. It's one of the reasons why they like ours. And they have some good shows on there. And
we're gonna comedy version is category.
There's some people who put on some interesting shows there. I've caught a little bit. I'm gonna try to catch some more of it because I enjoy that stuff. It's a long drive down to the farm, and I kind of like to listen to some good sports talk. So you can check some of those out, and we appreciate those guys wanting to partner with us and put our stuff on there.
What are you doing down at the farm?
Well, lately, Jason, I don't know if you knew this or not. It was really cold and snow, and we had to cut some firewood, and it's always fun. Especially when I had elbow surgery last year, and tendonitis seems to be happening in the other arm this year. So it's always fun.
It was interesting. I talked to your dad for like 35 minutes, and I was like, "Where's Chris?" And he's like, "Oh, he's outside." I'm like, he's cutting firewood. Okay.
Yeah. What'd you think? Do you think I just make that stuff up? Like, oh, he's just down there. He's living.
Well, I thought maybe he was out. I thought maybe he would go out and help you stack it or something.
Wait. What's the punchline? Is there a punchline?
He's the white hat. He's got to make sure everything's done.
I thought maybe that
that's what I go down there and do. I do all the heavy lifting, and he gets to ride the tractor. It's fine. He gets to ride the tractor, and he was, I think, down in Bloomfield today watching basketball. So
he
travels everywhere.
Would come out and at least supervise and tell you what.
No. So in this last segment, and we've stretched out some of these here. We're moving on. We did talk just a little bit.
It was a long
conversation. Sources came out and said that when they announced the Pro Football Hall of Fame, that Bill Belichick will not make it on his first time being eligible for the Hall of Fame. Guys, that's very it's a very interesting thing considering he has won more Super Bowls than any other
organization.
Yeah, and he's general manager and one of the best, and he's how many is a coordinator? With the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously second all time in regular season wins. What's our thoughts on this? Because it's been very polarizing, except a lot of people have came out and said he should have made it. This is crazy. It's a travesty. It's a mockery of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
People are trying to be gatekeepers. What's your thoughts?
Everything that you just said. It's just ridiculous. Again, I don't know. And I know we have our differences on the whole Pete Rose thing, but you don't want to talk to the media on to Cincinnati. He doesn't like you. You don't like them. Then that's fine. But how do you punish somebody? Because it's about what they do on the field. And all he did was win, just like Pete Rose. If you wanted to ban him as a coach and he could never get into the Hall of Fame as a coach, great. But you couldn't ban him, in my opinion, from the player, right? And it's I don't know. It's not football. It's not football anymore. no fun league, whatever you want to call it. It's just absolutely asinine. Like, I hope, whether it's Jimmy Johnson or whether it was Stephen A. Smith or any, it would absolutely stink for the guys that made it to the Hall. But what would be kind of neat is if everybody just boycotted it and just said, we're not going to go and we're not going to watch.
I wish, and I know it's the guys that are getting in the Hall can't do it. I mean, because they're getting in the Hall of Fame, but I wish they all would just. Not only did he not get in, the owner didn't get in. The owner is this is one of the best owners to ever own a franchise, and I hate the Patriots. I despise the Patriots. I hate they taped the St. Louis Rams practice. Screw this guy. But he is a first ballot Hall of Fame coach. Period. I don't care that he taped him. He proved it by what he did. You can't. Yes, he had Tom Brady, but he still had to coach. He drafted these players. He drafted players that no one else wanted to draft and made those teams what they were by what he did. You can't tell.
Doesn't the Hall of Fame have like one of his defensive coordinator papers or something like that?
Yes, his game plan.
There you go, game plan.
Yeah.
So that's good enough, but the person's not.
We have coke snorting, drug dealing, drug doing,
people killing.
I mean, we have convicted felons. You have O.J. Simpson. We got people in the Hall of Fame, and you don't have Bill Belichick on the first ballot.
It just, I don't know. It tastes everything. It makes anything
it makes
going
the
forward.
NFL look like a effing joke. Is what it makes.
Well, and really, and you kind of hit the nail on the head. Both of you guys have said it. It is asinine, and I mean, I was listening to a little bit of some reels with like Randy Carricker from his show, and I truly understand Randy's, he disdain for the New England Patriots. And there's a lot of people, Michelle Smallman, who are in the media, St. Louis people. I mean, I love the St. Louis Rams when they were here in the greatest show on turf, and it killed me to watch them lose in New England. I have a lot of respect for what Bill Belichick did. I do think that because of how he was with the media, that's why a lot of the stuff that the whole taping, Spygate, the Deflategate, all this crap, when you're on top, everybody wants to bring you down.
Yes.
So more stuff comes out whenever you're successful. Nobody cares how all this probably underlying stuff that happens with the Jets because they suck. But I can't remember which coach it was. They were talking about the videotape and the Super Bowl practice, and it was a coach who was well revered, was like, man, I wish I'd have thought of that. And it's like, I didn't even record that. And they're like, wait a minute, are you admitting to cheating? And he said, well, man, I should have done it. It's not like it was, like there's other things that coaches have gotten away with for years that Belichick did, and then the light was shown on. Plus, it's like there's no rule for this. So until you put a rule in place, I'm going to do this.
Steroid era in baseball?
I mean, listen, now, so you're starting to take away a little bit of what I was going towards. Mm-hmm. So the Baseball Hall of Fame is full of all these writers who feel like they are the gatekeepers, and we all trash the Baseball Hall of Fame because there's a double standard. Baseball was saved by the steroid era baseball players. They didn't break any rules that were in place at that time. Now, after testing, you can talk about Manny Ramirez. You can talk about Andy Pettitte. You can talk about Alex Rodriguez. You can talk about all those guys. Mm-hmm. And I understand if you say, yeah, they probably don't need to be in, or there's some kind of, veterans committee that allows them because of your peers. But the writers, they're not looking at what they did on the field. They're looking at, well, this is, there's a lot of questions about
he
stuff.
didn't give me an interview when I wanted to ask him tough questions.
And then you have the same thing now happening. It seems like, and I could be wrong. I've heard people discuss why Belichick didn't get it because of a certain amount of votes and all this crap, which makes no sense to me. I think it's an excuse, but you're looking at the whole thing here saying, I'm going to keep these guys out because I feel like, or me and so, or however many people, like we're in charge of this. That is completely the wrong way of doing this. Bill Belichick, take all that stuff away. He should be in the Hall of Fame because of what he's done on the field, what he's done as a general manager, what he did as a coordinator, everything in place. He did take all the other stuff out. And why do we have to punish people double? There's stuff there, okay. But people, there's going to be people who hate the Patriots that much. And if something ever came out about the Chiefs, there's going to be people who jump on that too. And it's the reason I just said, when you're winning, for whatever reason, once you get to the point, because everybody was all Chiefs, yay, Chiefs. Oh, yeah, Chiefs dynasty, love him. And it's like, yeah, retire the Chiefs now.
It gets old. It gets old. It gets stale.
Oh, they're sick of seeing Taylor Swift.
Well, and that happens with every dynasty in sports.
Yeah, you want something. You want something new. You want something fresh. I mean, again, it's all about money. It's about trying to get the next best thing. And and I go back to, and I just do not understand why reporters or news people, no one that has absolutely anything to do with the sport, are the voters. Why is it not a committee of players, coaches, manager, like whoever? Why are we saying it's somebody that beat writers? Okay, why? Because you watch a game and you write a little essay on it? How are you qualified to put somebody in the Hall of Fame? You're not involved in the game. You're not a part of the game. It's just so stupid to me. And you think we deserve a Hall of Fame vote? No, of course not, right? You know what I mean? But it's like,
why not, Zach? We are part of the media.
Oh my God, we probably could vote better than some of these other yin yangs.
Well, but I would have voted yes on Bill Belichick and his owner. And
so, do you not put Tom Brady in?
That recently should have been. Everyone should have voted in unanimously, and someone voted no.
Ichiro
and Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter. Who in their right mind puts no on Derek Jeter?
Somebody that's just
a Red Sox fan.
They're not happy unless they're not happy.
Red Sox fan. So I could be the one guy who didn't do it, just like the one guy who didn't vote for Ichiro. I mean, Ichiro started in the MLB at 27, had over 3,000 hits. Shut the hell up.
I mean, there's no way either one of those guys. That's what I'm saying. It's asinine. Does
this set a precedent for Tom Brady not getting in?
Probably. I mean, just like there's going to be somebody,
because now he's with ownership.
Somebody's going to vote no. Someone's going to vote no on him.
No, I would say there'll be a couple people. It depends on how much backlash actually happens once they officially announce the Hall of Fame members, once they officially see how much stuff, because when it is official, right now it's sources. Who knows what happens in the background, in the shadows when no one's around.
Do we need to change this? We need to make an amendment?
I mean, it's like, hey, we need to come back and revote on this a little bit. Do you mind coming back in? Thanks, Bill Polian. So here's what could happen, So I don't know. I don't know if they will, they might not, who knows. But then once the backlash comes out, then I feel like that'll give, I don't know what'll happen. I won't have an opinion about how it'll happen with Tom Brady. If I had to say right now, sure, why not? Just because, well, he didn't get in the first time because, he deflated foot. He had the footballs deflated.
Oh, it's
did he not serve his penance? Did he not either?
4 game suspension wasn't enough.
Right. Wasn't it? Didn't he also have to pay money for something at some point
Sure.
too?
I mean, I'm sure
That's
he did.
not so. So again,
Well,
so
wasn't
now
enough
we're gonna.
money. As much money as
Fine.
he made, it should have been more.
Yep, should have been more. Giselle was, carrying him. It didn't go against, the Patriots cap. XYZ. I mean, it's always something, and
You
it's
good
just the
looking.
way it is.
He should have had
Yeah,
to pay more.
Hey, listen, he's making all the money from TB12. He's got the perfect jawline. He doesn't need to be.
I mean, he dated a model, a supermodel. I mean, it wasn't enough.
He's Tom Brady. I mean, so yeah. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. Real quick, and we'll just we got some other things we kind of want to hit, and we're gonna jump around just a little bit here. We got to talk about SLU basketball, men's basketball.
Dude,
I mean, they're just doing some amazing stuff.
Watched him last night, boy. Davidson, they were up double digits there in the first half, and then SLU knocked it down to about 5 at halftime, and then they just came out and it's just interesting where they get stops. And then they turn around and they're so efficient on offense. And you talk about a fun team to watch. They're slinging the ball around. They're finding the extra guy. They're attacking the basket. And I know we kind of have said, I don't think that if they were playing in a power 4 that they could do that. Man, that game might translate. They might make some noise in March Madness, just the way that they play. Now, they're probably going to give up some points to some of these power 4 schools, but they're also gonna put some points up.
Well, I mean, you said Davidson, right? Didn't they just play them
last night? I think
they played Dayton, who was supposed to be one of the better teams in their conference, and holy crap,
they killed them
102-71. I mean, that was just
the halftime score was.
I mean, they just. The one is it Brown? I think the 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Brown. He was on. I mean, he was just on another level, and how quickly they just moved the ball around. They're just fun to watch. It's refreshing to have that right now in St. Louis because they're the only ticket in town.
Well, and it's so Shirts. I mean, he's got to go. Like he's gonna parlay this into, like you said, power 4. Especially if he wins a game or two in the tournament. I mean, somebody's gonna come calling.
I listened to him at the clinic, and he's got a lot of really good stuff, man. I mean, he is so.
Did you see the clips of him at the bar?
Oh yeah, I mean, here's the crazy part about it. Here's the part that I absolutely hate about college sports, and it don't even talk about the players, NIL, and all this other craziness. But when you get a good coach at a place that's kind of an upper mid major, man, you just want to see him stay. And just what can you do at this place? I mean, come on, man. Look. He would own St. Louis. He's already just the toast of the town.
Well, yeah, especially for the next decade, because the Cardinals and Blues are going to suck. So he might as well. He might say, "Here's a blank check." Like,
I don't think they can afford it. I don't think they can afford it. I read something where there's just no way that SLU can afford to keep him if one of these power schools come to call. Yeah. It's just so there you go. I mean, it's I don't know. I do think they're fun to watch. I've watched a little bit of them. I'd like to watch some more instead of watching our game film sometimes. That's like scary movies.
I knew as soon as he said that he was following it up with our game film. I knew as soon as that came out of his mouth.
Well, and that's the thing. You watch Mizzou, and it's like you talk about what you said about your guys about they just can't get over the hump, or they keep shooting themselves in the foot, so to speak. That's what I feel like watching Mizzou.
Yeah,
go ahead.
But when Mizzou does click, it's like, well, holy crap! Why can't you do that all the time?
Yeah, you say there's a consistency.
Like Robinson, what in the world is wrong with you, son? What in the world? And then I thought he played decent the other night. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know if the pressure of all the NBA talk got him like all screwed up or what. But I will say Barrett has really played well since he's gotten in the starting lineup. And I mean, I don't know. The only consistent person on that team is who, Zach? With Mizzou.
Got it. You tell me.
Truman the Tiger. Wait, I can tell you right now, the only consistent thing at Mizzou is your son Dylan, because he's just killing it with his grades, man. Shout out to him.
There you go.
Yeah, much smarter than his old man.
He is doing well at Mizzou. I am very proud of him. And Jill is killing it at
Arkansas.
At Arkansas too. It's hard for me to say.
I guess Mitchell.
Yeah, Mark Mitchell is the most consistent guy.
Not like that.
Oh, speaking of kids, this one just came to tell me night night. Oh, nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see them. I know, but you want to see them have some success. But I think they're going to flounder. I think they'll kind of go back and forth a little bit. I think they'll underperform in the SEC tournament. I mean, right now they're a bubble team. So I just don't.
They're a bubble team, and I mean, Oklahoma. They should have won that game. They should have won that game more than a buzzer beater by Mark Mitchell. You know, and they're up and down.
Yeah, definitely. Moving right along on our kind of our lightning round of
potpourri.
Potpourri, if you will, cornucopia of things. There's been a lot of rumblings here, especially in our state, about Mission. Everybody here who's coached has always had this. Oh my gosh, Mission. Okay, the state's doing this, and we all have complained about one thing or another. More of us than others, less of us than others. It is just.
I love Mission.
Well, and I mean, look,
the rubber bands stretch everywhere.
Sometimes I disagree with how a district map should look, or if we should have super sectionals, or just do what we've always done. And you know what? And that's part of the process that is. And a lot of people have been up in arms about different things. There's been coaches who've watched our show who've had issues that, with Misha in the last few years. But recently, the Missouri legislature is trying to push a bill to have government oversight for the Missouri State High School Activities Association, which is going to be celebrating 100 years of being in existence. So Senate Bill 863 is the bill where they want to have government oversight. And there's a big Misha put out a video. Dr. Jennifer Ruckstead put out a video, obviously asking for support of Misha to not support this bill. You can find more information on it on Misha's website. I'm sure you can find it if you search it. Guys, we've all had our run-ins with it one way or another, disagreed with situations and decisions made by Misha, questioned things, applauded things. What's your thought on government oversight for Misha moving forward?
I better let Zach wants to jump in.
I go back to just something as simple as the state cross country championship, the logistics behind just that one event. So they talk about oversight. Who's going to do that? Right. And Kevin has always said, well, if the schools want to start their own association, they can have at it. I do not think the people in the average person in our state understands the logistics of high school athletics and the can of worms that would be opened if this bill were to go through, and if there would be this, who would run it? You know what I mean? Like they do not have a clue about what would happen. Just the logistics of all of it is just mind-boggling, right? And you said it, Chris. Do we all think that, we all get aggravated at Michigan because we think there's some dumb things that they do. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if there's a little more transparency or a little more working with the schools and or coaches or ADs or somebody that's, in the trenches here, maybe that would alleviate some of these problems. But to sit here and say, oh, let the state run it, I don't think they have a clue about what that would mean for them and who would have to do all of that work.
Jarvis, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that because our government has done so well with everything else that they run,
yeah,
why wouldn't we want them to take over? I don't know if you can sense my sarcasm. But no, we don't want the government to take. No. As much as I might be frustrated with some of the things that our great organization of our sports has done, I do not want our government to get involved at all. Get out of here. Go away. No.
Government, you got bigger fish to fry. Like, come on, help us, help out the families and all of these.
How about you worry about like things that matter a lot more than this?
Yeah,
sports is not something that you really need to worry about. How about you worry about a lot of other things that are going on here in the state of Missouri that need your attention? Because this is probably the last. Let's worry about funding education and some other things. Not like. Yeah, you don't need to be involved in this.
Well, guys, all this is going to do is have the governor appoint a board of directors to oversee any statewide activities association. That could include a lot of things. See, this opens the door for a lot of other stuff if they pass this. It's not just about mission, but it is directed towards mission. So here's the thing. I will agree with Jason's sarcasm and just ask the question that anybody has ever said when they start on this thing about, I just hope they disband Mission. Or they say, I hope that they pass this because the government should just oversee. In what part of history has government oversight ever been something that has been beneficial? I can't think of anything. As a matter of fact, the more that we have government oversight, the less freedoms that you have. Misha being an organization that our schools pay dues towards to set up and organize and run all of this stuff. Kevin Garner and Doug Fessler currently have ran the basketball. I believe Kevin did the basketball part before he retired. The work that goes into setting up the state tournament and getting all of that organized. And when everybody started complaining about the whole home and away state tournament games, and everybody said, well, why don't we just keep doing the neutral sites? And sitting in the meeting and listening to the why, because all of these places, say all of it, but a lot of the places that were neutral sites, like say Farmington Civic Center or the college campuses, they wanted more money and they wanted to schedule out a year and a half in advance. Well, we don't have the calendar set yet, so we can't do that. Well, then you can't reserve it. Okay, so there's strike 1, 2, and 3 right there. You talk about money, you're talking about dates. So we're going to do this. Well, obviously that was a bad decision because everyone hated it. And I 100,000% agree with everyone who hated it. I was one of the people who said for kids to drive across the state because the way the rubber band stretched in your districts and sectionals is crazy. Yeah. And that was something that our basketball advisory board brought up. It was something that our MBCA executive board had a conversation with, and it was openly discussed last time before it was voted on that why don't we just have our member schools who have the facilities within that area?
There we go.
You have this option. And if they're not available, here's option A, B, C. Here's your plan A, plan B, plan C.
There's plenty of Class 6 schools running around that can host.
And what's odd, you say that, is Fox is going to be hosting one of the sectional or quarterfinal. I can't remember which one it is. And I'm going to help with that. We got a facility. I feel like we can do that. And obviously, Misha asked it. We were more than happy to do it. Plenty of schools want to do it. It's something to bring people in. You can sell concessions. You can do all this other stuff. And Misha's still getting their money, which is fine. And the member school is making the money too, instead of it being, I don't want to keep throwing Farmington Civic Center under the bus, but or college or anybody else,
right?
West Plains Civic Center, whoever else. That the money, and
it
that
goes
was
back
brought
to
up.
the schools.
Goes back to the member schools, which I feel like is important.
Yes.
I don't feel like I don't feel like having the government decide if Misha, like being an appellate board saying, okay, well, we don't like this, so you need to change that. We're not going for that. Misha needs to be the final say. They have to go by their bylaws. They have to make decisions. If they're changing anything, they have to send it out to the member schools to make any huge changes. So anybody complains about how we do things in a certain sport or how we have the state tournament, it's all geographical. It's not reseeded. Well, okay. All the boards, all the schools the member schools have to vote on it. It's in the bylaws. That's there. So it's not just for basketball. You have to do it for every damn sport. All the schools have to vote. So all those decisions get made. There are going to be situations where the people at Misha make final decisions because somebody has to. You can't take it and throw it out there to the board, to all to all those schools. You have to have people there that make these decisions that are overseeing. And there's a lot to oversee. As someone who has to run all district throughout the state, there's 1,073 high schools that are competing in basketball. That's a lot. Zach, there's a lot of shit right there. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you,
we're dealing with a lot of stuff.
We deal a lot of shit. I mean, it's just the way it is. So guess what? You can't hire anybody and pay them a bunch of money to go do that because it's going to take a lot of money. Oh, you're going to drive around and go check all this? No, you expect schools to do their job and AD to do their job. So I don't feel like government oversight is anywhere near the answer. And all it is a bunch of people who have no idea about anything, pissing and moaning and making a stink when they're just like, good, I hope they're gone. Why? Or, well, we should have a public-private school split. Try that. That's not a good idea. And as somebody who's in a public school, who's worked in a private school and hated private schools at times, I'm telling you right now, I don't feel like that's a good idea. And if that's the reason you want to get rid of Misha, you're an idiot. Get over it. No, I'm just telling you right now, you're an idiot. I will have a genuine conversation and debate you on this, and I will be respectful and agree to disagree. But anybody who feels that way, you're an idiot.
Yes.
You're an idiot. Sorry. Sorry.
And I think that the animus about all of it is the fact that it always seems like there isn't a lot of transparency, and that there could be, because you have to think, okay, you just brought up, if it's a grassroots, the schools are involved, the schools can make the decisions. I think if you have it that way, then there shouldn't be any complaining. But when you said at some point somebody has to make the call and it's going to be Misha, and
lay down the gavel,
right, the buck stops somewhere. That which is perfectly fine. However, when it seems like, and we could be wrong, but it seems like the talking heads or the vast majority of the people don't like the decisions that are made, well, then why can't we go back and make changes to where schools want it, right? I mean, something like the public versus private. We've been hearing that since the majority of our career as teachers and coaches, but all it is just people complaining. You brought up, Chris, well, you know what? Why don't we actually sit down and have a forum and say, here's ABCY, XYZY, and then go from there. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be public-private. It could be something as simple as, where do we want to host football games? Where do we want to host track events? Where do we, whatever it is. And I think if there was more involvement at the schools, I think there would be a lot less complaining. I don't know, maybe.
I agree. There's a lot of people who don't want to, and then they just want to sit back there and piss and moan. So if you don't ever vote, you don't ever speak your mind, you don't do anything, you have no right to sit there and complain about anything.
Some people like to just piss and moan.
Right.
Speaking of piss and moan, there's been a lot of people from St. Louis been pissing and moan about the St. Louis Cardinals here lately. Is our last subject of the night.
Piss and moan about the Cardinals.
Wow. Hey, listen, someone asked me if I could name if I could name five of the 9 position players left on the Cardinals team, and I guys, I'm pretty good with trivia. I really struggled. I don't know if I got them all. I can't even remember at this point.
So what you're saying is, if there's a grounder hit to first base, there's nobody there to field it.
I don't know who's going to be there to field it. I can't tell you.
It's got to be Alec Burleson.
Do we still have him? Did he get traded for
he's still there.
Okay.
And we got Mason Wynn still. We got
okay.
Jordan
So
Walker.
listen, I got Mason Wynn. I knew Jordan Walker.
Wrap him up for the next 15 years. Just done deal. Okay.
You got Nolan Gorman.
Wait, hey, time out. Wait, hey, hang on, Jarvis. I don't mean to interrupt you. Zach actually brought up a really good point. While Jordan Walker is not very good, now's the time that you go ahead and you sign him to a long-term, low ball money deal.
Low ball.
I just go ahead and say, listen, normally, if a couple years ago, we probably should have given you, $12 million a year. Right now, we're going to give you 5 for the next 8 years.
You would have been in the show. Here you go.
There you go. Otherwise, we're going to ship you down to Memphis, and that's where you're going to live.
But Mason Wynn, that is
Mason
your
Wynn
perennial
is
gold.
Yes.
That is your gold glove. That is your.
I'd lowball him too. I'd lowball him too. You say, listen, bud, you only hit 253.
Oh, and he'd say, what did Ozzy do?
Day.
What did Ozzy do?
Ozzy was Ozzy.
That's okay. And there. Here's the next one, 2.0 coming up.
Listen, that's a pretty high bar.
Okay. And he plays pretty darn good defense.
I didn't say he didn't, man. I'm a big Mason Wynn fan. He won the damn Gold Glove.
Yep.
23 years old.
Yep.
Go ahead, Jar. I'm sorry. You're in the middle of all that. You going through.
He's got 4 minutes. Chris's ADD is
it's
full effect.
Yeah.
We got Lars Nootbaar, who won't be healthy at the start of the season.
I guess
does he even count?
No,
he's hurt all the time.
Yeah,
it's a dude.
O'Neal 2.0 without the home runs. Moving on.
Ivan Herrera.
Okay, so
DH him. He is still there. We have Victor Scott II.
Okay, if he could hit a little bit. If you are willing, I would wrap him up. If you are going to commit to getting either third base or corner outfield power and first base power hitters,
we ain't getting nobody. We're not wrapping anyone up. We got
gonna go get anybody. Zach, have you not watched how this has went? It's one of those.
We have a power hitter in Nolan Gorman.
Hey. It's one of those infomercials where it's just like 3 screens. Sell. This is what it is. You might as well be talking about stocks. But sell. Mad money. There you go.
Don't we have Pajes or whatever?
Pedro Pajes?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. We didn't got anybody who can hit 290. Well, I take it back. Burleson hit 290.
Maybe we don't have Pajes. I don't know if we have Pajes. I'm just guessing.
I mean,
Alec Burleson is your.
We got number 1 starter Dustin May.
Oh.
Number 2 starter Matthew
Liberatore.
Liberatore is your ace now.
Number 3 starter Michael McGreevy.
Yep.
And then I don't know, Richard Fitz maybe.
I don't know. Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
Guys? That's just a name that I know that we have. And then we got some guy named like Hunter. I don't know.
Okay.
Catfish
legitimate
Hunter.
Question. All right, Chris. Legitimate question.
I just know some names that I've heard that we have. I don't know anyone else.
So here's my legitimate question.
I want JJ Romero. We still got him lefty out of the bullpen.
Heim has revamped and got all these young guys.
That fat guy that played for the Cubs in Toronto. Righty.
I think the wrong person's ADD is kicking in.
Valentino or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Can't even played much in the last couple of years. Go ahead, Zach. Sorry.
Would you mute him? No, but anyway. So you got all these young dudes. Are they planning on playing them at the major league level this year? And if not, who are they planning on putting on the roster?
Oh, we got Thomas Sagahis.
Sagahis. All right. Well, here's the crazy part. We got like 6 guys in the top 100 prospects right now. Okay, so that's an improvement.
Any of them.
Yeah, last year I don't know if we had one. So
we ain't bringing any of those guys up for like 6 years.
Wait,
no one starts the clock
in the
there
30s.
There ain't
20s,
any,
30s.
dude. There ain't any of those assholes going to be up here before May. Okay, I don't care. They're not coming up. They're not. None of those guys are going to be here. Do you realize that? They could be. Hey, Weatherholt could be hitting 550. He ain't coming up until May.
Weatherholt has to be up here.
He ain't
He's
coming,
the
Jason.
Dude, he's the dude.
It's not, guys. Have we not?
I know.
You're seriously even questioning this. Okay,
Yes,
Albert. No.
If Weatherholt is not on this team, they're stupid.
He's not on the opening day roster.
He's not even on the 40 man. I don't think.
Jarvis.
I really don't think he's.
I
think he's a non-roster invitee.
I know that, but he has to be on this team.
He's not going to be.
He is the face of the franchise right now.
How? He doesn't even
win. That's about it.
His checks are coming from Memphis. They're not even coming from St. Louis.
We just traded the face of the franchise and Brendan Donovan. He's gone.
I know, and that's why I said
Mason Wynn is the face of the franchise.
It is so shitty being a Missouri fan and of anything. I think about it. The Blues suck. The Cardinals suck. Mizzou football was just barely above average.
Mizzou football won what, 9 games this year?
Yeah, what are you?
All right, 8.
They did have a down year.
Okay, that's a down year. Oh man,
the playoffs.
All right, look.
Bowl game.
Would you just shut
Roll
up for a second? Gosh, just terrible. Just stop.
Hey,
look,
who's the Debbie Downer? That's why
he is being Debbie Downer.
I
Here.
want a JV game tonight.
Yeah, so be happy for a second. But here's the sad part, Jason. They're not going to be playing before May 1st. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, he could get
a forfeit every game until May 1st.
They could, and then they're going to get another high draft pick.
They're gonna. Oh God!
So
it's so bad.
Well, look, everybody.
I know it's a rebuild, but my Lord.
Everybody, this is what everybody said should happen the last 2 years, and then when it happens, everybody's just like, "Why is this happening?"
Because it's 3 years too late. That's why.
Oh no, it is okay. So 3 years too late. It should have
These
happened.
guys would be playing. These guys would be on the roster now.
Mosaic
probably winning.
Mosaic wasn't going to do it. Okay,
'Cause
this
he
is
has
what
no
had to.
opponent.
Hey, as in the Mandalorian, Zach, this is the way. You've got to tank. You have to tank in order to get the high draft picks. So you're watching this happen. Now you're seeing this on the Blues side. I hope they trade every one of those guys from the Blues. I hope Jordan Kyrou is the first one that goes. Find a new home for that piece of crap. He's got to go.
Oh my God, you sell it.
Bennington's got to go then.
And all they do is they cuss Jordan Kyrou up and down on one side or the other, and they did every other Texas. Jordan Kyrou sucks. It seems like.
Well, listen, he can't play a 200-foot game. He's an offensive guy who doesn't want to forecheck. He's not built for playoff hockey. He doesn't do what he needs to do. He's got to go, and he's got a no trade clause. Armstrong's biggest mistake started with Pietrangelo, and then on top of that, giving about 5 guys too many no trade clauses who have anchored this team, and they have been literally the problem with them. Thomas can't stay healthy. It's always an issue. Parayko looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. Falk has not been. Falk's actually had a pretty good year. He's got to go, but he's got no trade clause. So you got to ask these guys, do you want to go be traded here? Okay.
Can't they just get hurt?
Well, you know.
Listen,
it's not the Dodgers.
Back to the Cardinals.
You have a lower half injury or whatever they call it, right?
An upper body injury.
There you go. You have an upper body injury.
So anyway, and you're right, Jason. Back to the Cardinals. You're watching tanking in process.
Oh my God!
I will say this.
We just never experienced it. I mean, no, we've never.
No, we haven't, because we haven't been on this side of things. So a lot of St. Louis fans are just gonna have to suck it up.
1990s,
myself included. I was young then and didn't get to see it and understand it. So, but it wasn't exactly a tanking thing the way that the draft picks are set up. So now we have to see what tanking really looks like. And hopefully it's beneficial like it was for all these other teams who've done it.
Well, 2027, we probably aren't going to be playing baseball anyway.
And that's the thing. Why go sign these guys to contracts when you're going to have a lockout. It's going to happen. And then you can wait. And if you bank all the money, you're not like the Blues whenever they had the lockout, and the Blues were really good, but then they had to basically unload everybody after the strike in 2006 in hockey, because now you've got all these big contracts and now you really can't play them. You're paying them because you lost all that money. That was a big part of it. I would sit back and I would go ahead, take my thumbs right now, play the young guys. If you're going to wait till May 1st, fine, whatever. Keep your year of control. But then, and think about it.
Hey, we can all go to a game keep.
As much as it sucks, you're going to have the opportunity then to keep those guys a little longer, cost control after the strike happens. So that does pay off. It's not a bad decision. It sucks because we want to win. So that's my thoughts on it.
Hey, Chris.
What?
I hate losing.
Well, I do too.
I hate losing more than I like winning. So it's bad.
Yeah, I know.
I
get it.
Bad for me.
I know.
This whole tanking thing.
I don't think they're tanking. I think they're like Chris. Saying that out. No, Chris saying that out loud makes sense. Okay, Chris saying that out. If
holy crap, did he just pat you on the back?
Yes, I will.
Checking to make sure these are on. I heard that.
You saying that because cash rules everything around me, right?
Yes, that's why I heard.
Dollar bills. It just makes sense if they are going to have, if they're going to have the lockout, we don't have to pay these guys. We're going to get all this young talent in the farm system. So we're playing for after the lockout. Okay, that's fine.
It's not dumb. It's not dumb. I just hope it pays off. It's a big gamble. And you're going to lose money with attendance and revenue and things like that, but you might be money ahead after the fact because there might be a salary cap. There might be some kind of stipulations. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. I do know that the Dodgers, I'm telling you, the Dodgers are the downfall of baseball right now because of that. Because of it. I'm telling you, wait and see. Let them buy their 2 championships now, and then there's not going to be baseball.
There's going to be like ancestors of the owners of the Dodgers having to pay. I mean, how are they going to pay all them?
I don't know.
It's LA. They'll find a way.
Use a country or something. Whatever.
I can say it's LA. They've got higher GDP than most countries, so they'll be fine.
Did you see who they picked
GPA?
Up? They picked up who? Michael
Sciani.
Sciani.
Yeah, the next MVP of the Dodgers. That was funny.
All right. Well, I think that's good. We've been over 2 hours. It's been a long time since we had a 2-hour plus show.
Well, it's because we got rid of the other idiots and it's just us.
Man.
He went there.
Oh, yeah.
They're not here. I mean, they're free game. When they're not here, that's what happens.
I guess. Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in for another episode of the Coach's Box Call Like See It podcast. We might actually see if we can find time next week to have a show to talk about the Super Bowl because, hey, it's always fun to talk about the big game. And see if we can fit it into our times. And if we do, we'll put it out there that we'll have it. And if not, well, we'll see you in a couple weeks for our next episode. But we appreciate you guys all tuning in tonight. Thank you for stopping by. Good night. God bless. We'll see you all again next time. This episode of the Coach's Box Call It Like We See It podcast is brought to you by Off the Rails